EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pickett back to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Drake loses the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Forward.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is now a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. As he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 36, Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if they were
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Jalen Armour-Davis getting back there to stop him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pickett right back to the air again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. On it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Going deep downfield for Ross, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They go play action with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 17, Pickett. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
A slant route caught by Bateman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Jackson on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Ross from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. Touchdown! Calvin Austin, 29 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now Pickett. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Connecting with Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pass complete to Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
3rd and long for Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Raven.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.